Hello, how's everybody today? January 27th of 2024. We are on day 17 of our 100 days, 100 ways, trails taken. So today we're up to our siblings. I know. This is the last section of this trail marker. So tomorrow we're moving on to something that's a little more, maybe a little more about who you are rather than who those are, that influenced you, that are around you, gave you experiences. So being a sibling or being an only child, right? There's a lot of different things, especially if you have a really large family compared to somebody who has just themselves. Or, if you're a black sheep in the family, it's kind of lonely, even if you're in a large family. And please, no judgment on my hair today. Just washed it and it's a little large. Okay, siblings. Yes or no? Obviously, you know if you have a sibling or not. So, if yes, how many? Like I said, some of us maybe only are lucky enough to have one sibling. I always found only children are very, not all of them, of course, or all of you. I'm not making putting everybody into a box, but there is a different kind of loneliness, but also a different kind of creativity because we, have to make our lives interesting and fun. Probably a lot of imagination goes into that, right? Like imaginary friends and, longing to be a sibling. Or some people are just completely, hey, I got my parents and we're doing all this stuff and they're my parents, right? Okay, so there's a lot of questions in this section because I just want to lump it together and then we can move on, right? Okay, so how many? And of course, of the many, are they living, deceased, emancipated, missing in action, unknown, or other? And if you have some siblings, what is your birth order? Are you the eldest? Are you somewhere in the middle? Or the youngest? Because those all have their own archetype, their own roles to play within the family, within how we deal with others in society. It's interesting, right? Okay, well, let's hear about your siblings. Okay, so siblings, yes or no? Yes, I have siblings, but 0 biological siblings. I have 2 half sisters who are my heart. I love those people. Those people have always been there, and I know they always will. Super important to have those kind of connections in your family. If you don't, of course, that's understandable. Things don't always go how we want them to go. But if you have that, you're very lucky, and I am lucky. I have 3 stepsisters, one of which has passed away. So the rest are living. I have 3 others. So my stepfather divorced my mom and remarried, and then there was 3 more girls. These are all girls. There are no boys in my family. And my mother remarried, so of course there's 2 other stepsisters there. And I had a sister-in-law whom I loved dearly, but of course sometimes you have to give them back because it's not part of your path any longer. So love her dearly and miss her. Right? Yeah. Okay, so love is love, right? Right, what is your birth order? I'm the eldest, except for my stepsister who passed away. She was older than me. So the rest of it, yes, I'm the oldest out of, I don't know, there's 9, 8, which is quite a few, right? Also, I'm the eldest cousin, which is also interesting, right? The eldest grandchild. Yeah, like right up there. Which of course has responsibilities and different things where a younger sibling might not have to do, right? Like different chores or different responsibilities, different roles, right? I was always the babysitter, so that's a lot of responsibility. I think all of them have turned out okay, so I didn't screw anybody up. And then, of course, my own children turned out fantastic as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, they're wonderful people. And yeah, I think I did a lot of, I don't want to say experimenting, but learning how to be a parent through my siblings and, of course, my younger cousins. Yeah, so every role has a different benefit, I guess, and probably a different, something you can take a lesson from, and then maybe also a little bit of a hurdle that we must overcome when we realize that that's, the role that we're playing. Yeah, I don't have any triggers in this one. There's like nothing that came up. I love those people, and yeah, they're my siblings. And then there's the other people, that people that we choose to be our family, and my soul sisters and soul brothers. I got those too. And I never had a brother in my life. I mentioned that before, right? Yeah, still, there's all those girls. I don't know, right? Maybe all those girls, and I'm looking for that have been looking for that in a partner. Being a friend and having a protector and whatever else comes along with having a brother. I really don't know. Which I think is also interesting, because a lot of my younger years, I did spend a lot of time hanging out with the boys. Not, as a tomboy. Well, when I was younger, yeah, definitely as a tomboy, I didn't care. Get out there, do the things, show the neighborhood kids how to do the stuff, kick the can. And I was like a track person, so I would make sports days, and all the neighborhood kids would come, and it was very fun. I was also like always the teacher for the friends and the siblings, and I'd teach them the things that I knew, math and spelling and whatever else, right? So there's people in our lives that feel like they're our siblings, even though, they're not tied by blood. Because I don't really think that's what it comes down to in the end. A blood bond. It's something. It means something. But you can be betrayed by your blood. You can, I don't know. I think we put too much emphasis on not the responsibility of it, but too much emphasis on the validity of it. Because seriously, there are some people in families that you don't really want to associate with, and it's okay to love people from afar. Like, they're over there, maybe they're toxic, maybe they're, dealing with a lot of their own crap, and you don't want to get all mucked up again. So, just love them from over there. And when they're ready, they'll come around. That's usually the way it works, right? We grow, we learn, we forgive, we love, we move on. And I guess that's what we'll be doing. We'll be moving on. Anyways, thank you for spending your time with me, and I hope you have a really great weekend. I will be seeing you tomorrow, though. And stay tuned for some excellent things coming to Contemplation Station television. Ooh, I'm so excited. I can't share yet, but there's some good stuff coming up. Anyways, love you all. Have a fabulous rest of your day, and be well.